I'm gonna hit it, and I'm gonna hit that. It says we're streaming.
Does it? Are you sure?
Well, it tells
What
me that
says we're streaming?
it tells me that we
Verify.
can stop streaming, which means
Trust but
Oh.
verify. Somebody verify.
somebody want to verify.
I'm trying.
Oh, you know Dave's on the case.
I'm on it. I'm trying to be.
Says
Guys,
we're live.
On
I
Mixer.
bought this new
Yeah.
bourbon I hadn't had before, and the problem with it is that it tastes just like the McConaughey.
Oh,
That's,
Oh, you're
that's the
still drinking
problem.
that?
shit's
that's
rough.
a problem. I thought you liked the McConaughey.
Yeah, the McConaughey was okay, but it wasn't. It wasn't my favorite. No.
Well, I do enjoy my drink of choice, Sam Adams Oktoberfest, baby.
Yeah.
It's finally October.
I went out of my way for that. I went north to the Cumberland Farm.
Come on down to the Cumberland Farm.
Yeah, I went and got a schnitzel before the podcast, and I knew this place was in town, and it was in Knoxville, but I thought I didn't think they served food, and maybe they just started doing that. But I had the best. It's I'll just tell you what it is. It's a
Tell us what it
Schultz
is, man.
Brow Brewing Company. It's in Knoxville. It's like 7 minutes from my dojo. And it's that, which is both exciting and distressing, because I had the best Jaeger schnitzel ever.
Jaeger Schnitzel?
Jaeger schnitzel.
Is this
Schnitzel?
the castle place?
Yeah, it looks like kind of like a castle. Yep.
Yeah, that they brought that stuff over from Germany to there to build that castle.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
That was like that owner's dad's stuff, is what it
Okay.
is. Yeah.
Well, I had searched them out before, and I thought they didn't serve food, but then I looked again, and because I've been wanting some German food for a while, and I just haven't been able to get it. I keep being thwarted. I tried to get some in Florida, and the place was closed. And it's October, and I want to do some Oktoberfest kind of things, so went and got a giant mug of beer, and they had a Jaeger schnitzel. Do you guys know what a Jaeger schnitzel
I
is?
really don't know.
No.
Yeah.
It's a Jaeger
does.
shot.
It sounds delicious.
You
and
take a
horrifying.
shot of
with,
Jaeger.
with some schnitzel in it. No, it's
and
a
then
shot.
they slap you with a pork chop.
It's like an oyster shot, like where they got it's a shot with the oyster in it. It's a
Yeah.
shot with a little bit of schnitzel in it.
Schnitzel is a pork chop that they have like pounded really flat, and it's like
Tenderized.
it's this big, and deep fried, breaded, deep fried, and
Delicious.
then it has like a white mushroom gravy on top.
Jaeger.
It was the Jaeger sauce. It was the best Jaeger gravy I've had.
Is
Nope.
it made with
Just buttery,
Jägermeister?
mushroomy. No,
That's-
it's
okay.
not. It doesn't have anything to do with
Okay,
Jägermeister.
I didn't think so,
Okay.
but you've said Jaeger enough times that I felt like I should ask. Like, what is ASMR anyway?
Becca, have you delved into the ASMR at all? Have you gone? I know you were exploring it.
Have I not already talked about it?
Have
on
you
the
started
podcast?
it?
Well, we
You
talked.
about some dude that was like, "Oh, I love your."
We talked
shoes.
about
You
it
have
a
such
little
great
bit. I-
taste."
Yeah, I'm just curious if you have actually delved deeper.
No, I wouldn't
Gone
say.
further.
I wouldn't say deeper or further. I'd say that I did.
Phrasing.
An equal amount that she was into before.
Yeah, I
And
would
it-
say.
She has penetrated as far as she has in the past.
We saw a 16-year-old kid in the Florida Mall
Yeah,
that
have you
looked
gone
just
beyond
like
that?
looked just
Yeah.
like that dude in that one video that we watched. And man, she about turned around and went and
You
chased
are
him down.
full of shit.
But the
Oh.
only problem was he was walking with his mom. But oddly enough, it turned her on more. It was very
I
strange.
was about to say that
Yeah.
didn't stop Becca at all.
We saw all sorts of things on that day at the Florida Mall. All sorts of things. The shortest booty shorts I'd ever seen on a girl
True.
in public.
True.
I've never seen booty shorts this short on a girl in public.
This booty shorts, this booty.
They were so short that it sparked a debate between me and Brad about how it could possibly work, how they were on her, like without slicing up into
Maybe
her.
it's like
Did you have like pussy cleavage?
Probably.
If you,
We
we were
never
never.
goes that.
We never got to see the view
What
from
is
the
that?
front, but I was completely okay with the view from the back.
Maybe it's like you know how when homeless people sometimes they leave their socks on too long and the socks kind of like start to graft into their skin. You know, like the skin starts growing, kind of like a tree growing around like a fence wire that is.
No,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Okay.
It's
yeah,
a thing.
that's-
It happens if you leave
Yeah.
your socks on too long, your skin will start to grow through the fabric.
Is that like turf toe?
What?
Wow.
It's like the least erotic thing you could have said. The boners are dead.
Speak
now.
for
Thanks,
yourself.
Steve-O.
Speak for yourself.
He's
It's
just
the
doing
same
his
thing.
part for no nut November.
No nut for November.
It's not even started yet.
/
Why?
October.
You were prepping.
Yeah, you got to train, man. You don't just go
You
on a
were
marathon
already-
without running.
Brad, you were already in that. Let's go
Yeah.
to Brad. Brad,
I'm
how's
still
no
in it.
nutting going?
Still 100%
Yeah,
continuity from whenever the fuck I was talking about it before
100%.
now.
incontinent continuity.
Incontinent continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Good.
everything's good. Still sober. Still actually
Good,
fucking
good.
doing shit. Like
Good for you, man. Good for
I had
you.
to send 2 things back. I had to get a library card. Normally, I'm like, God damn it, I have to go somewhere and print something out because I'm not going to go spend $40 on printer ink and then try to remember how to fucking hook up the printer. Not that hard, but I'm just like, I'm not fucking doing it.
It's a lot
And I
easier
went
to just go to the library. As rare as you need to print something out, it's a lot easier to just go to the library.
Brad, that is so great. If I wasn't a lonely man filled with existential anxiety, I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing. It'd be
fucking
awesome.
did it and went to Orlando to return my old iPhone and say, "Suck it, AT&T. I'll take their extra $50 and you can just bill me later."
Suck
got
it, AT&T.
Shake Shack too. I want to just talk about Shake Shack. It's amazing. If you got a Shake Shack anywhere near you, stop doing anything.
Stop listening to this podcast, right now.
Get the fuck out there. Get the Shake Shack. Get a
You
Shack.
can drink a shake and still listen to us at the same
That's
time.
true, yeah.
He's right.
I've never had a
Obviously.
shake there. I got the burger. I got the Shack Stack. It has like a fried mushroom with some kind of cheese in
Like
it. I can't remember.
A
the
fried
kind.
mushroom that's like the cap is as big as a burger. They actually have one that's just the cap as the burger. No.
Yeah. And I got a large tea and a burger with one of those Shack Stacks with 3 patties on it.
Wait,
It's like
wait,
20
so you
bucks.
had
Prepared
the-
by Shaquille O'Neal.
You had the triple patty with the mushroom cap on it. That's like a quadruple patty, bro.
Oh yeah, and it was fun because you could just squeeze it and the cheese would just go over where you bit into it and it would just layer it on.
Yeah, the mushroom has like encapsulated inside the fried breading is some kind of cheese or something. It almost looks like gravy, but it tastes like cheese. Right?
Yeah,
It, well,
okay.
it is some
It
kind
was
of
cheese, all right.
Okay.
Looks like
Legitimate
gravy,
cheese.
tastes like cheese.
Looks like gravy, tastes like cheese.
How beached is.
I got Shake Shack and it was amazing, and it was the first time I've been to the Florida Mall where it wasn't completely packed, and it was like what would be considered a busy day at, say, West Town Mall, but it
What's
was,
that in Orlando?
yeah,
What are we
that's
talking-
yeah,
Yeah.
Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's a mall?
Yeah, Florida Mall is in fact a mall, and it's a big mall, and it's a nice mall.
It's got a Tesla store in it.
It's like multiple stories. It's like 4 stories kind of deal.
I don't
Actually,
think
I think
so.
it's just one story.
Oh.
It doesn't seem that big, but it is where all the nice shops are.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
The
that makes
department
sense. Like,
stores have multiple floors, but not the mall
Yeah.
itself.
yeah, yeah, and yeah, it had a Tesla store. It has an Apple store in it. Like, it has a Windows or Microsoft store.
Trying to look
They still have
exactly,
those?
trying to look just like an Apple store. Like we were walking, the angle that we were coming up on it, like we couldn't really see the logo that well, but you could see that it was all glass and it had just a simple logo on centered above the door. I was like, is that the Apple store? I think Brad even said, I think that's the Apple store. And then we got
I was
closer.
like, I'm pretty sure the Apple store is this way, but it was like the storefront is back from. It's not lined up like with the rest of the stores. It's just back. I guess that's so they can corral people in line, so they're not just in the way.
to try to trick people into walking into the Windows store.
Yeah, Windows stores like can't find the Apple store even though we're right next to it. Well, just come on in here. We'll show you some neat stuff. Look.
You can find the Windows store just by listening for all the giggles of the hipsters going, looks like an Apple store.
I mean, that's how.
I think that's what we were doing. Shit.
I know. I'm making fun of you. I know.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
funny. Yeah.
It's working.
It's a monument to commercialism.
Oh, I got
Mm.
some. I got some other news too.
Other news.
Well, I just bought a mattress that I just realized I spent just as much on this mattress as I did my car. So that's kind of fun.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're looking at a soon-to-be purple boy.
Woohoo!
Oh.
Purple boy.
It must be their advertising that got you.
I
You've been
mean, it
listening-
surely helps.
You have been listening to a lot of Tim and Eric lately.
Yeah, but I'd been wanting to buy that mattress for a long time, and when I was first looking at it, I was like, $6,000. You can suck my dick.
What?
What?
Yeah, that's
What?
that was the older version,
I'm gonna
and they
boot
said,
Brad off of this show right now.
I didn't spend $6,000 goddamn
Brad.
dollars. Why don't you let me finish the fucking story instead of jumping ahead?
I know we become friends, but kick Brad.
Let's talk about Corey some more. Anyway, they updated the design and made it half the price, and
yeah.
Christopher Columbus Day or some bullshit, so it was on sale. So I essentially saved tax on a $3,000 mattress.
3,000. Yeah, I mean, I think you're high end. You know, you get high end mattresses that are.
I mean, it's
You could
10-year warranty.
probably find an indigenous people's sale that was cheaper.
Well, they ain't perfect.
Whoa, whoa.
And get one made out
Whoa,
of
Dave.
leaves and old
I guess
blanket
Dave's
from the
been doing
settler
some
days.
research.
Every once in a while, Dave pulls one out where I go, Dave.
Can't say that.
He's old fashioned. That's the defense, right?
Yeah, he's old.
He's
No,
old
he's just old.
fashioned.
It's not he's old fashioned. He's just old.
He'll have a coffee and not get stared at the Waffle House in Tennessee.
I sleep on a cutout piece of foam and then 3 layers of blankets. That's what I sleep on.
Well, I got a bigger piece of foam.
Congratulations.
You can
I got
figure
your
out-
back, Brad. I think Brad did the right thing. He got the Purple Boy pillow first, and he's had that for like I don't know, a year.
Yeah, this
So-
thing. I love that thing.
So
Yeah.
you don't have the mattress yet.
I don't have the mattress
So
yet.
let's say
'cause-
you've done the right thing if you actually sleep on it and it's good.
Yeah.
And your back is good.
I am waiting for that
You
day
could
because I'll
sleep.
either.
Dude, you need a video opening it up. You know how it unfolds because it comes in that tiny box? You need a video of that and show it on the podcast.
Oh,
Excuse me,
yeah.
Dave. I just spent $3,000. I'm getting that shit lugged in by 2 dudes who are not happy to be carrying it up a flight of stairs, and they gotta take my old
Wait,
mattress with them.
Does it come
What?
like shrunken down or something?
I don't know. It's not my problem.
Wait,
Well,
but
the-
if it does, that would be really cool to see.
The
I want to see
Casper,
that
the
shit.
Caspers
Casper
do.
one
I
comes
thought
I know.
Ruffles did too.
I
vacuum sealed.
I think
Oh,
actually, yeah, you are right because let me just
I want to see that shit.
What
me pull up
size is it?
Russell.
What size did you get?
queen size. You
Queen
think I'm
size.
fucking around here? Shit.
I mean, if you were fucking around, you would have got a king. but-
Yeah.
True.
Queen. I mean, Queen is good. I would go with Queen if I was just me.
I mean, I ain't sharing the bed with anybody.
I did depend. I mean, yeah, if you're sharing the bed with a roller and a kicker, then you want the king size.
But
You want
let's
that.
see. Where's the picture? Here, I can screen share. Let's.
It should be like a 12 by 12 box it comes in.
It's probably gonna be bigger than that. So yeah, there's
Say it's different because it's purple.
different because it's purple.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to show you the packaging, is it?
I thought it did. Hold on.
Oh.
I go here and then. Yeah. I
Oh
guess it
my
comes
God.
rolled up
Yeah.
like that, but that looks
Right?
little.
A
See?
giant purple blunt.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
But
I need a video, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like
you got that
well,
new
yeah.
iPhone Pro, man. You can't
It
waste it.
takes 2 days for it to fully come to form.
Is that right?
No,
Yeah.
not this. One of the Caspers or one of the
Oh.
Lols or whatever. I know what he's talking about. He's not wrong. 'Cause
Well-
somebody at work was telling me about that.
I want to know how long it takes because do we need to do a video or should we like set up and do a time lapse of it?
I
Oh,
don't think
time lapse. I like
Yeah,
time lapse.
time lapse the expansion.
If
I don't
if
think
it,
it takes-
if it takes a
Yeah.
while, then yeah, you know.
Well, if it's like my pillow, like it came in one of those rolled up tight cases. I got it out pretty easy, and then it was just like, "Bruh," and it looks like unless I were to roll it up super joint tight, I don't think there's any fucking way I could fit it back in its case.
Yeah, no, you can't.
But I don't know. We'll see. I gotta wait fucking 2 to 3 weeks to get an email to schedule when I can get it delivered. So that part sucks. Now I just wake up every morning and I check my order status. Like, is it coming yet? God damn it!
Really, you would think they would have like instant shipping on that.
You would think. But
Yeah.
how many people also bought one during? Oh, it's $200 off. Let's get it
On Columbus Day.
on Columbus Day.
Yeah,
Oh, there's
it's-
that ASMR gulp again.
It's $400 on the indigenous peoples.
What?
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 You watching the stock market for indigenous people? Is that what's going on?
No, like there's a President's Day sale. There's Columbus Day sale. Would be Indigenous Peoples Day sale.
He's a
Well,
shill for big indigenous.
That's probably what it'll become, or it'll change. Columbus Day, I don't think is going to stick around much longer.
The thing, yeah, the problem I had with that is like Columbus was just a fucking sailor. Like he didn't. It's not like he was the one that was running around like hacking up people and
Did he instruct people to do
gold.
that?
No, I don't know.
Get in
just
there and
wanted
hit
to
him with this.
He was just an explorer that wanted to find a trade route, and everybody, nowadays it's so popular to treat him like he was some fucking
Slave trader.
terror. Yeah, like he
Yeah.
was just rolling around hacking up brown people with a sword. It's just kind of fucking stupid. It's ridiculous. It's like we can't you can't respect anything in the past at all
Right.
in any way.
And he's not the one that went around with the blankets. The plague-
Yeah, that's not
plague
even the
blankets or
smallpox blankets
smallpox.
thing.
Wait. You mean to tell me Columbus went around with no blankets? How did he stay warm?
I don't know.
He's
He
just
tried
that
to
big of a man.
He
tried
was
to
just
stay in the
fueled by
tropics,
his
man.
white hatred. It kept him so warm and toasty and shit. Actually, the smallpox blanket thing is a complete myth.
Is it?
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. No.
No, I didn't know that either.
I thought that was Thanksgiving. Like, thanks for the corn, assholes.
Well, either way, it was wasn't it in South America, like Constantine or something with the.
Constantine.
Jerry
Yeah,
said
Keanu Reeves.
It was Keanu
Jerry
Reeves
said
with the blanket.
Aztecs.
Aztecs, yeah.
Aztecs killed 80,000 people before before Columbus arrived.
Dude,
But
they
nobody
would
wants to talk about that.
No,
They would
no one wants to talk
fucking-
about that Aztec Holocaust.
sacrifice thousands of people a day on altars, cutting their fucking live hearts out.
Yeah, trying to get
To
the
the
comet to
sun.
go away.
Yeah.
Didn't Mel Gibson make a movie about that?
Oh, he did.
That is true.
I forgot
right?
the name. Yeah, it is true.
Apocalypto.
Yeah.
Apocalypto.
Yeah.
Patrick, I noticed you got the foam on the walls.
Yeah. I went
Fair.
out and bought some. I'm gonna get some more
Yeah, it's some old school
old
verbal
school stuff.
assault foam on the walls.
Yeah.
The old verbal assault poster.
It doesn't
that's-
have any
Yeah.
doesn't have any smoke stains though.
No, it doesn't.
You remember
Yeah,
the
you
episode? Remember Todd's last episode? It was titled "The Day the Foam."
Oh, yeah.
The foam came down. Yeah, that was awesome.
Because he was like, we could do like a couple more here, just whenever. I was like, nope, that's
No,
it. We're
that's
done.
it. We're done.
Take it down. I'm leaving.
Just rip the phone off the wall.
And hell, he was just trying to be nice anyway by saying that. He didn't want to say it anymore.
He would have just said, God damn it. We miss you,
Oh,
Todd.
Todd.
Oh, Todd.
Oh God. Who have I talked? Who have I not said something to?
Was it Dave?
Dave and Steve-O.
Yeah, you didn't say anything to me.
I'm used to it by now.
Thanks for
Aw.
noticing.
That your Corey impression?
Sure.
Keep bringing up-
He's trying to.
He's trying to start shit.
Yeah,
for
trying
me.
to cause
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah,
He knows you're drinking.
I'm not that drunk.
Oh, you'll get there.
No. All I have is I have barely anything.
Oh, you'll put more in.
Steve-O, I want everybody to see that video. Wait,
I'm not-
Patrick's just getting up and leaving.
He's done. He's done with
God
the
damn
pod.
it,
He's
he-
tearing the foam
He
off the
always
wall.
does
I'm
that.
the fuck out.
He's
The
like,
foam's
I'm
off
tearing
the
the
wall.
foam down. Oh, he's like putting his cat in timeout. That's what he's doing. He put his cat in a little pillow, and he's petting it. He's giving it reassuring pets.
I'm glad we have the perfect view of him getting up from the podcast to go pet his cat.
Calling
Yeah.
it racial
Oh,
slurs. We
no.
heard
Is
you.
I
your
was
cat okay? Is it okay?
no, I was just moving my cat to the couch.
Yeah, we saw it.
Like
Yeah.
this is
Oh,
like it's like Sims or
Yeah.
something. You go pick
You
up.
know, now that
I'm
you
just
got
moving
that
my
foam
cat.
on the wall, now that you got that foam on the wall, you might be able to have some more fun with them cats.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just got the one
Wait.
cat.
Point.
We could try this live.
Yeah, we can do it right now.
No,
I could
no.
I could bring up Patrick's screen and just have his be the only screen up.
I would like that cat to not get crazy tonight.
He
So
loves his
Hey,
cat.
I've got
Yeah.
curtains and a cat.
Yeah.
I'll do
Well,
it.
what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Do it.
That's right.
Listen, people that throw cats on the internet, 4chan comes after them. Bad things happen. We don't.
yeah, we don't want
You don't
our
want to
lives
hurt a
ruined.
cat.
I wouldn't do that to Bowie anyway. It wouldn't. I mean, it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, it
as-
would just go through and then hit the wall.
Yeah, just run right into the window.
You
Yeah.
hear a thunk and then we're demonetized. That's the sound of the money leaving.
Jerry says the pussy always needs a timeout.
Oh shit!
That's how you
Mm.
train the pussy, Jerry. Am I right?
That's how everybody should think.
I didn't see the sheep kept him warm comment. That was nice.
What?
About Columbus? Did you read that, Dave? And I just
Oh.
missed it.
Captain Moore.
Yeah.
I missed it too.
He-
Well, I
here's-
mean,
We're talking about blankets
That
in
was
Columbus,
Jerry's
and you said that the sheeps keep him warm.
Ah,
So we've talked, one of our running, let's say running topics, aside from foam on the walls, is sexual deviance, fetishes, and
Galore.
I have a video I have sent to Steve-O of somebody actively pursuing their fetish in public.
oh
and it is,
man, I said I don't want to see these.
it is just
Too late.
This man has such balls.
You ready? Yeah. Oh,
Show
yeah.
me
Yeah.
them
Sure.
balls.
Turning my TV off.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
All right. Here we go. Here, I guess I could.
It's very short. This is, I'm thinking, in China.
oh, I've seen this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not doing anything. Don't mind me. Oh God! Oh
Oh,
no!
he went for seconds.
Oh,
Is she
wait.
sniffing her
man.
asshole?
Sniffing her asshole. Wait.
Oh man! Third.
Got a good
Oh,
one.
shit.
She's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Nothing. I dropped something.
Yeah.
Bye." That's-
I just like the title. Whose man's is this?
Why is there not like a laughing, crying emoji and 3 fire signs in the title?
Man is like, he's a butt sniffing ninja.
He got caught though.
Well, kinda. She wasn't
I
really
mean,
sure if it happened. or
How
not.
many?
She-
How many
yeah.
times has that guy done that? And they turn around and he's just like, "What?" And he just leaves. And they
Can I turn the TV back on?
they
quick.
can't.
Dave.
Dave, did you not watch this?
It's
I
not
did
that
not.
bad, Dave.
It's not.
That's
Dave,
what
watch
we
the
told him
video.
about the monkey peeing into his mouth.
He just
Dude,
sniffed
y'all
him.
throw me some gross shit.
Watch the video, Dave.
Watch
it's-
it, Dave.
We can't put porn on here.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Nobody's naked.
I need Dave's perspective on this. Go ahead. Are you watching?
Oh my god.
Watch it.
Just let us know if this is harmful to anybody.
Yeah, who does it really hurt?
All right, it's coming on.
Okay.
Man, he's quick.
Dave, are you watching it?
I am now. What? He put his hands on his hips like nothing's happening. What are you doing?
What do you
Whose
mean?
man's is this?
Whose
What do you mean?
man's
What is
is
he doing? He's sniffing her butt, her butthole.
Or
Or maybe he's trying to sniff vagina. I mean, he's
yeah,
trying. To.
or maybe it's just the
Maybe he
excitement of
felt
doing it.
When he
ma-
came in the door, he was like putting his hands on his hips like nothing's. I always put my
going
hands
on
on my
here?
hips and walk around like this.
Nothing's
Probably
going on.
she was smelling fishy, and he was trying to investigate where
You
the
think
smell was
that's what
coming
it was?
from.
Yeah.
He's just
and
curious.
he was just making sure it was from her and not him.
That's a normal thing people do.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the Gordon's fisherman.
I think that guy immediately went and beat off somewhere. That's what I did.
That's so
right around the
gross.
Can you
corner.
blame him? I mean, come on.
He went onto a subway to do that,
Oh,
Yeah.
as they do in Japan.
oh man.
I can't believe he's sniffing her ass. I just.
Well, he can't go from the front.
All right, so
That'd be rude. That
undetected.
would be rude.
She
Yeah.
looks so mad just like entering the store.
You just
Like-
think about how into that you are, that you will just
Fucking security cameras
walk
be
into a
damned.
store
you are unbalanced.
and just like do that lunge nose first.
It's like I actually just saw a video the other day, and I'm sure there's millions of them. There's some concert going on, and this dude was standing kind of close to the girl behind him, but it was sort of packed. But he got up real close to her, and he just like thrusted his pelvis like right
Oh my
into
God.
her bottom.
Into her bottom.
Into her bottom.
It's so funny.
And then
Into her
did,
bottom.
he did it a few times, and then after like the third or fourth time, he turned and noticed that somebody was filming him, and then he walked away.
Whose man's is this?
Whose man's is this?
Me and Patrick were in Nashville. We were at that bar trying to get drinks.
Oh
and
god.
there was a old lady standing next to me at the bar. And when I say old, I mean she was pretty old.
Old.
But they're
Like
out to
Bo
have
people?
she's out to have fun. Yeah, Bo people.
Oh lordy.
And as I'm kind of, to the side behind her, and as I'm standing there and Patrick's on this side, this other woman comes up behind her and like hugs her and like grabs her tits.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that now.
And I was like, whoa, I don't want this pinned on me. like, hey, what are you doing? I like backed up, and the woman that came up behind her, also an old lady, was just like, oh no, yeah, me too, or something. And then she like fucking rubbed up all over me. It was,
Whoa.
Ah, man,
and I was like,
it's becoming
Whoa.
more and less acceptable to participate in sexual deviance in public.
You say more and less?
More and less.
Yeah, it's more. It's, I guess, not acceptable. It's becoming more and less popular. You got videos of dudes sniffing assholes, and you got old ladies getting their titties grabbed.
But you
By
got
other old ladies.
Iron Man dancing on a cat in the stream, so that's kind of nice.
A cat don't look happy.
Cat is not having a great time, but Iron Man is.
Dancing, dancing, dancing.
Dancing.
Steve-O, what did you want to talk about?
What was I
tonight?
going to talk
You
about?
want to hear?
I was going to talk about space pirates to lead into Dave's
That's perfect.
other
Are
pirates.
they finally here?
They're not actually space pirates, but
Damn.
I did think it was kind of neat that today Virgin Galactic unveiled their spacesuits that the passengers are
Oh,
going to
yeah,
wear.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So there is a video that shows them, and there's also some still pictures. But they teamed up with Under Armour, which I think Brad has a few things to say about them.
What is this woman doing right now? This is what I'm gonna do in space.
She's posing.
I'm gonna fly.
She's
Yeah,
modeling.
yeah, they kind of they got a bunch of sweet
Interpretive
poses.
dance. Oh, I see it. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. It's there's like a base suit that is like skin tight, and it apparently conforms
Whoa.
Why
God.
are they walking like that?
What the fuck
because
is
they own it, man. They're like, bro, we're going to space, man. And Richard Branson,
Yeah.
Branson wants to be cool.
He's supposedly gonna be one of the first. I don't know if he's gonna be on the first flight, but he wants to go up there. Yeah, so they got this like skin tight thing that goes underneath this other flight suit. The interesting thing is there is no real
Point.
There's no there's no point.
They're
There's
not
no
going
real
in-
protection.
They're not going into space in those. They're just things to wear.
Well,
They're
I-
going up into space in a vehicle and not
Right.
getting out of the vehicle.
Yeah, it's like
Right,
it's
but-
cool looking clothes that they can promote.
They're more like
Hey,
flight suits instead of space suits.
Exactly. Yeah.
that's-
Well, that's the thing.
They're
is I don't-
pressurized.
I don't think they'll be pressurized.
Not at all.
Well, I
Not
don't know.
that
I need
fabric.
because this was just today, and I haven't had enough time to like. If there was a presentation that's available online, I haven't found it yet.
Well,
But
it's like
they unveiled
it's
them
like
in New
jet
York.
pilots. Like jet pilots, their suits have some pressurization to keep their
Protection,
blood
yeah.
like in the right places.
Well, the cabin's going to be pressurized like a plane, but yeah, that was my first thought. Is like, okay, what if they do have a depressurization event, and their bodies are just exposed to whatever the pressure manages to get down to before they come back into the atmosphere? So hopefully they have that built in. There wasn't a whole lot. What I read on their website, there wasn't a whole lot to do with safety. It was like, we want, they did mention, that safety. I think they said safety is our North Star, but it wasn't about like.
It guides us, but we
We-
don't really conform to OSHA
It's
standards.
really more about the style.
Well,
Yes,
now
it's
these
the fashion.
those helmets that they're showing here. Let me stop this.
Stop that music.
Scroll down. There
Please.
was a shot. I wonder if they have a shot down here. No. Well, maybe. No, there was a shot in there where they were wearing helmets. Let me see if I can maybe pause it on that. And that would make me think that it is pressurized. If they've got a helmet that can attach to this suit, then maybe it can protect them against the vacuum for a little while.
It's like a paintball.
Not for very
gun.
long. I mean, even the SpaceX and Boeing spacesuits don't.
I
have,
saw the helmet,
Oh,
but
did
it
you?
was so
Sorry,
dark
I
you
missed
can't
it,
really
yeah.
see it very well.
He's wearing it.
There's yeah.
So yeah, there's probably some protection, but the thing is, it's such a short flight. You're only out of the atmosphere for maybe 10 minutes. So hopefully, if something goes wrong, they are still okay with this suit on. And being a compression suit, that is going to help in a depressurization event. I think if I understand it right, because it's squeezing. It's squeezing your skin, and it's going to help keep that pressure regulated.
We don't need no stinking helmets.
Well, here's her. I know you guys wanted to see the rest of that shot.
Yeah, there we
that's
go.
her. That's what people are going to be doing in space.
That's what you do in space.
Yeah, it looks like an
ballet.
Yeah.
adventure outfit. It looks like a sci-fi adventure outfit.
Yeah.
I like it.
It looks like a fucking. It just looks like a onesie. You're gonna sit down and eat Doritos and watch Netflix.
What's kind of ironic or coincidence is that NASA just unveiled theirs today too.
So that's a real spacesuit.
Something bad happened. It says. Oh, here. And okay, yeah, here you go.
No, that's a space.
Yeah, that's a space suit.
That's
That's
a
one you can go
space
walking
suit.
around on the moon on. So there's a big difference. People have been online. They've been calling this one ugly, and
Aw.
so so and so's look better. But if you're gonna go walk around the moon, it's gonna have to be this big fucking bulky thing. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
it's not
basically a
gonna
little
l-
spacecraft.
Yeah, it's
that you
not
have
gonna
to be
look
inside.
like your fucking underwear. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
And she managed to walk up some stairs. The girl that was wearing it. So that's good. And she did need the railing. She was having trouble. You could tell she was trying to make it look like she wasn't having trouble, but she was having trouble. But that's your spacesuit news. Space pirates, rather. Speaking of pirates.
Yeah, why did you say space pirates?
Because I knew that Dave had pirate things to talk about.
Okay.
Kind of piratey,
Pirate things.
but
Well,
not really.
Oh man, it gets piratey, man. I love it. I love that game.
I know what it is.
I
we're
can't
talking about a
believe it.
video
I'm
game
fixing
right now.
to tear it up right now.
He's
Well,
just itching to get out of here to go do some virtual pirating.
Well,
Who,
no, not
me?
Dave.
Yeah,
Dave,
you.
Dave fucking uninstalled it supposedly.
What?
What do you uninstall?
You get mad and uninstall your game?
okay.
What happened?
Maybe I didn't, but
Let me hear
still,
this story.
He said
I
he
mean,
was going to.
I did say that. I mean, if I had just stuck to my original plan about this game coming out, we wouldn't even be having this discussion whatsoever. But supposedly on October 8th, Atlas, which is a giant sandbox game, was coming out. And if you don't know what a sandbox game is, it's got 100% replayability, and you can create how and how the game plays.
Yeah, there's no
Um,
linear
yeah,
story to it. You can do whatever you want at any time. You can create huge bases or big pirate ships, or you can do nothing. You can create a small, and you can just tame shit, or you can do it all.
yeah, it's endless outcomes, and it's possible to play with so many people at the same time as well if you happen to. Um, it's a game that caters to the individual. So if you're this type of person, you play this way, and if you do, it just has all of those facets. The games that are like this would be like Minecraft, Ark, the game that I'm talking about, Atlas, and Kerbal. Kerbal's
Kerbal's
another
a good
one.
one, yeah.
Kerbal's a sandbox game. The games that you can put things together and just keep the game going and going.
Yeah.
So, anyways, the game is made by Wildcard Studios, and previously, whenever they released a title like Ark, it was prone to have a lot of errors and bugs. And I got in at Ark at a really cheap price, something like $12.50, $15, and I certainly have gotten my value out of that game. So my original intent was Atlas was coming out, and it's a game very similar to it, but it allows many more possibilities and a better user interface,
With a
which is all true.
humongous map.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
we'll get to that, but it I was intending to get in at the low price of the game and then not play it because Wildcard Studios is buggy. That's just what they do. I didn't want to put myself through that. So I knew it was going to come out as a game preview, and I knew that it was going to be cheap. I just
but
wanted
they've
to
got
do
so
that.
much experience with Ark. It's gonna be better. It's totally gonna work, man. They've got all this time behind them.
Yeah, I didn't buy into any of that, actually.
Thank you, Dave. I've been saying the same shit.
I mean, I even looked into how they were doing their servers, and the servers are supposed to have, and what it is, if you want to play with a bunch of people internationally, you would log into a server, and previously in Arc, you could only have 100 people on a server at a time. Well, apparently now you can have 40,000 people in a server.
That's insane.
That's huge.
But it is a big enough map, and they're separated into grids. Like
Hey, we'll see you, Jerry. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye, Jerry.
Bye, Jerry.
He's like talking about video games. Gotta go.
Yeah. So, but I've not played any of the server ones. How many servers are there, Steve-O?
6.
4.
4. That's right.
There's one PvP and one PvE for each of North America and Europe, and that's
Okay.
it.
So at the most, you're looking at 120,000 people can play the game at one time internationally.
I mean, I haven't had a problem getting online, but
So Todd was super excited about this, and I know he pulled you in, and I was sticking with my plan, but peer pressure at 50 is a reality, and they kept talking about it at work, and I said okay, and they said just play it single player. So I played it single player, and it was really laggy. I saw the potential there. I liked how the user interface was, and I said, yeah, this game is really cool. It's going to be awesome. And I said, it's worth renting a server over. So I rented a server. And for those that don't know what that means is, in the past, if you play Ark, you can rent a server. All your friends can play together. You control the environment. You don't get a bunch of trolls coming in and messing up your shit. And if you do, you can kick them. So maybe I'm power hungry, but I like that. So I have rented servers in the past, and we've all played on them. At one point, I even rented 3 servers, clustered them all together for like 3 months, and that was really super cool. So I thought this was going to be an easy peasy kind of thing, and I was so fucking wrong. The map is so huge. If you load into, for reference, like an Arc map, and we'll call Ragnarok. Did you ever get a picture of that, Steve-O?
Yeah, it's up.
So, and that's a really big map. It takes you a while to get from one end to another. You have plenty of time to build the bases, and all that stuff is there. And I really liked playing on those kinds of things. But that's a 1x1 map. So this map that they came out with is a 15x15 map. And if you were to rent a server, it only rents one of those grids. So in trying to figure all this out, I'm going, how am I going to get all my friends to play on this? And I'm starting to figure this out because it's all new. There's not a lot of information online yet because it's just coming out. But I took some notes, and when I rent a server, it's $13.99 to rent a server, and you got to pay tax on that for your state. So that's usually about $15.35. So when I rented a server, and I rented it for a year, it was about $184.20.
Oof.
But you know, friends got to play on it. We didn't play for a long time, and now I've certainly learned from that. And the way we hop from one game to the next, we shouldn't, you know. I mean, so I don't rent it for the whole time. But so in order to do the numbers, in order to rent the whole map for this new game that just came out, which is buggy as shit,
Yeah.
I might add. It's going to create, if it's a 15x15 map, the math is 225 servers. At $13.99 a month.
There's no discount for getting that
There's
many.
no
There's no like,
discount.
oh yeah, you're gonna get them all. We'll cut you a deal here.
It's $3,147.75 a month. Oh, and I forgot to add the tax. So it's $3,454.60 a month.
How much
That's
is that per year?
unbelievable.
How much is that per
And
year?
it's
Yeah,
just-
just get to the year
okay.
now that I see the math. Oh my goodness.
If you just have
Yeah.
if you have the one grid on your server and somebody tries to go outside of it, what happens? It's a wall, or
I guess
Yeah,
so.
it won't let you go
it just
past
won't
it.
let you go?
Yeah, it just won't let you. And so so then if you did rent that for the whole year, that entire map, it's $41,455.92.
It's pocket change. Whatever.
That's
That's
crazy money.
insane.
You can buy a lot of beds with that kind of money.
So you know, my plan, like I said, my plan was to buy the game, you know, just pay for it, don't play it, and go from there. Well, I ended up playing the single player, and like I said, it was laggy, but it was awesome. It had good bones. And so I rented that server. Now the confusion was, in the past when I've rented a server, the app would match the web page that you could set your server up on and all the details for it. Well, that didn't work this time. And you had to go to the web page to name the server, otherwise your friends couldn't play on it. So I had a naming issue, and also this whole map thing. I couldn't figure that out.
Yeah, you got to pick one grid spot.
Yeah, or I mean, you could choose what they call the new maps called a Blackwood map, and it's as big as like any of those ARC maps. But when anybody experiences the game from the real standard of 15x15 squares, and then you go to this tiny ass map,
Yeah,
you may be able to notice that
it's-
difference.
Yeah, it kind of defeats because the whole purpose of the game is you build up. You get to a point and you can build a huge ship, a big pirate ship, and you can go sailing around the world.
Right?
And
And,
now-
it's huge.
Yeah, it's huge, and it doesn't take that long to go from one grid spot to another. You know, it's a little bit of a delay, but I don't know, man. I don't know
Do you-
if it's worth it.
Do
Right?
you know the actual square miles, the equivalent?
I don't.
If all grids.
No, and it doesn't give you like speeds or anything when you're traveling on a ship. But you'd be able to use that information to figure out how big they are. But
So, you know, I can't really talk about this with Todd because, you know, Todd will start talking about it and he'll end up ultimately going, well, you just need to make it work, man.
I don't think you should. With
wouldn't,
this
yeah.
new
What are you gonna do?
information, I don't think you should do it.
No.
Well,
Because
I
I mean,
talked
you'd
to-
have to get. I mean, you'd have to get like, I don't know, you'd have to get so much of the map. It just is. It's not worth it. Yeah,
Well, apparently the Blackwood map has all the resources condensed in one area. It's a true form pared down, very similar to having
yeah,
something
but then
like
what's the point in
our-
having a pirate ship?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I see that. But so I had settled to do the Blackwood map, and I restarted my server, and Jesse and I had talked about this. He's the only guy that doesn't just go, just make it work, man.
Yeah.
And so I ended up doing that, and we tried to log in, and the result was still couldn't log in for a service that I paid for, and I haven't been able to fix it. And
I'm mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it
I
anymore.
haven't played the game because I'm still so pissed. I mean, it's
Oh,
it's
man.
unbelievable,
Yeah, I think everybody should just jump on official and play together, and that.
So many good games out there. I just like, why waste your time with that shit?
Yeah, and I look at it and I said the lesson that I learned through this is I have over 100 games, and many are unfinished.
Yeah.
And I continue to maybe I should continue with the not getting a server and trusting my common sense to go through it, but that's a lot of money, man, to rent a server for a
Yeah.
year.
And
if
then,
that's something
and then
you're
the point
thinking about
that
doing.
you'd have to pick just the right blocks that are together where you can get all the resources you need, and it. Yeah, man, they really fucked up.
And I had rented this server and I was going through all this traumatic, trying to figure out how things work, and I get a text from Steve-O that says, "Are your iPads hooked up on Apple Pay? I'd like to throw you some bones for the server." And I'm going, I can't even get this motherfucker to work. I can't take any money from somebody.
I don't think that was the case at the time, right?
No, it was.
Oh,
I knew something was not right. I was looking at the settings and I was going, this isn't the same. It's the same, but it's different. And I said, I can't. No. I didn't have all the details, and I was at work, so it's not something that I can just stop what I'm doing and just Google shit.
mhm.
So I needed to get home, but you would text me mid-shift.
Well, if you want to just go ahead and rent a server for the entire 15 by 15, man, I got $5 on it every month.
I got a beat out on
I
it.
got 5 on it every month. I'll set you up on a some kind of repeated pay thing. I'll have a
Awesome.
reminder set every
That
month.
takes it down to $3,400.
That's a steal, man.
$49.66.
Yeah, man. Hey, you get all your buddies throw you $5 every month. Oh man, you'll have that'll knock like $30 off, right?
I definitely have 66 cents.
Oh, she'll round it
That's
down
okay.
for you.
I've got that covered.
I got a couple Thin Mints I can put on it.
For the cost of a cup of coffee.
Steve,
in
are you
1950.
gonna check your email? I sent you another email.
All right, I got you.
So, I mean, Dave, you don't really sound happy with your early adoption of this.
I
this
never
game.
am happy.
You're never
And if
happy.
I had stuck with my plan, we wouldn't have even had
Right.
any of this to talk about.
Would you early adopt a robot to sleep with?
No. Shit
mean,
would get cut off. It would
I don't
be the
mean
Bobbit
sleep
robot.
with. I just mean sleep with.
Like
But-
snuggle.
No,
You don't
that's
have
still
to
no.
fuck it.
You
It
don't
would
have-
be the
You
Bobbit
don't have
robot.
to.
I
You're
wake
just
up, my shit
spooning.
would be cut off.
Look at
You're
this.
just spooning with
probably
it.
figure out a way to spoon with the Somnox sleep robot, like being in bed with a baby Darth Vader. That's what this guy says.
Wow.
That's
Looks like
been
it's
my dream
comfortable.
all this time.
Looks like it's got a USB port on it.
Why?
Oh, I'm sure it's got a couple ports you could just plug into.
Wow.
Somnox describes itself as a sleep companion. The kidney-shaped, possibly sentient cushion. No, it's not sentient.
Possibly.
I can just
sentient.
tell you right now, it's not sentient.
Possibly. Though.
I'm glad this guy is very confident in the technology that these people. Okay,
I'm
possibly
tired, Michael.
sentient cushion breathes softly in and out and plays calming noises. The idea is that users hold it close to them in bed, building up an emotional bond over time. Every night you breathe together in time until you fall asleep.
What?
Oh, it
Are you-
follows your breathing pattern.
Are you running
That's
out of
creepy.
dependencies? Here, have a new dependency.
Yeah, it's we've become so fucking everybody's so fucking isolated and dependent on their devices.
Yeah.
Now we've got to have a fucking sleep kidney.
Mhm.
To
I want to
cuddle
know
with.
why it has a USB port.
I don't think
You
it's
get-
actually.
you
What
gotta-
else you gonna put your dick in?
How are you gonna charge it?
Yeah.
The product is made of high quality material with nothing extraneous in the design. It is heavy, like organic material heavy. It is the weight of a. It is.
Organic material heavy.
A
What he
kettlebell is
said.
heavy and it's made of iron, which is considered.
I think the
organic
reason he
material.
says that because in the very next sentence he says, "It is the weight of a baby."
A baby. That's what you
And it
want.
is-
You want to spoon a
That's
baby.
weird.
Spoon a baby, and it is comforting, cushioned.
Look
with
at this
foam
baby
and soft,
fucker.
thick fabric.
Jerry says it should be an ASMR robot,
Yeah, basically.
and you can charge it with your sweet man juice.
We climb. We climb into bed, and I switch it on. A warm light within the fabric comes to life, pulsing in and out. The robot has a soft belly part.
That's
Soft belly part.
soft belly part.
Soft
belly
belly
part.
part.
You know about that belly part, right?
Gently expands and deflates with a noise like a discreet ventilator. Whoa. How the fuck?
It's so discreet, though.
Hey Google, play discrete ventilator.
Why would
sounds.
you got the fucking you got a pulsating breathing pillow in bed with you? Is that what you want?
That's what this
Is
guy
that-
wants.
Really what you want?
It's not about what you want; it's what you need.
If I can't stick my dick in it, I don't want it.
How do you
Well-
know that you
that's
don't
the
want
thing,
it?
like that's the reason why you spoon, because either you already fucked or you want to fuck.
Right.
That's
Because
not
other than
true.
that, because the spooning is like you can't fucking sleep while spooning. Like I just want to sleep.
Listen to the man.
You usually spoon after you fork.
Listen to him. That's what spooning's for. Because once you're asleep, you don't want to be like that.
It'll
You're
just wake you
separated.
up.
Your arm will go to sleep.
You'll get elbowed in the face.
They got fucking
Get so
beds now.
hot.
They have beds now so that you can stick your arm in this crack and have it not go to sleep. There's no
What?
way that's comfortable.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
I might be able to do that in my purple mattress. We'll report back.
My girlfriend won't let me not spoon with her, so I have to buy this mattress.
No, you gotta buy the Somnox whatever, and
Yeah, you
just-
gotta buy that for your girlfriend.
Oh, there you go. That's
So
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
spoon the weird robot Darth Vader baby, and you can have all the space you
then
want.
she falls in love with it, and she realizes she doesn't need you.
She just says, "Hey, that would be nice, but can you hold off until the deluxe vibrate edition comes out?"
You just come home and the robot has a strap on.
The breathing sounds are not breathing sounds; they're emulated as vibrations.
Oh, there's no
So
more
neat.
pictures. Man, there should be more pictures of this thing.
The robot has a soft belly part which gently expands and deflates, which with a noise like a discreet ventilator. I start getting a strange feeling in my belly too. Is that love? He didn't say is that love, but he did say the other part. Creating life is our design philosophy is the chilling strapline printed on the birth certificate. Birth
Wow, that's-
certificate included
Birth certificate.
included with each purchase. It took us
What?
9 months to create your new sleep companion, just like a real baby.
And
They
the
try to
USB
make
port is in the front.
Look at this.
Why?
Look at
Yeah,
this
you gotta-
sleeve.
you got a
It has a very
sleeve.
interesting sleeve with right on the curved front of the kidney.
It's like they're
Why
trying to make
does it
him.
need to be washable?
Well,
Because you
Because
gotta
you're
get the
sleeping
semen
with it.
off of it.
use your imagination, or let Brad tell
No.
you why.
It's like they're making him build a bear of this.
You wash your clothes and your sheets and your blankets, don't you? That's why you wash that.
Pretty
Yeah,
soon,
wash your-
Throw your baby
pretty
in
soon
the
you're gonna have
washer.
attachments.
Click on Pierre that bought a.
Hi, my
one of
name's
those.
Pierre.
Wait,
Yeah.
And
back,
I'm here
Pierre.
to tell you about sleeping with babies.
Pierre went away.
Oh, I guess he
Wait,
returned
is
it.
that this?
Come back, Pierre.
Happy to help. I don't want to.
That's not Pierre.
That don't look like no Pierre I've ever seen.
Ask about the return policy.
I want to know how much it is.
Hold on.
wait.
There.
Did you read what that
Fiona.
message said?
Fiona.
Did you read what that message said?
Oh, Fiona.
Which
from,
message?
Ask Fiona if Pierre can come back.
The message said,
there we go. Now we got pictures.
The message said, due to a holiday time, messages may take longer because that's when I buy my lima bean pillows. Is fucking Columbus Day.
Yeah, this is fucking.
What the fuck?
Y'all are missing the sale.
Look how she's turned away from her husband, but hugging the kidney bean robot.
The man
Perfect, it's what you
sleeping
want.
peacefully. Oh,
Look at this strong black man hugging his robot pillow.
This is gonna be this year's Tickle Me Elmo.
No way.
Oh yeah.
Tickle me,
How
Pierre.
much is it?
Oh,
$10,000.
it was 500 something francs.
No.
it connects to your phone. Okay.
Yeah, while it was working, I tried the
Oh,
deep
yeah.
sleep exercise, essentially a timed breathing pattern of longer exhalations. I selected a few of the soothing musical options, which include Forest Walk, Pink Noise, and Cosmic Moon, but
What
they
is-
didn't work.
What is pink noise?
I don't know. Each time.
Oh, I
and
think you know.
Well, maybe I do know. Each time, an identical mechanical wheeze emerged from the speaker in perfect sync with the breathing, like being in bed with the baby Darth Vader. The Robert, that's his name, Robert. The robot has CO2 sensors in its head, which adapt to the user's breathing to help slow it down. But I had to cover the device with the duvet to muffle the maddening noise. My breathing was getting more and more rapid with irritation anyway until I turned the thing off. This happened the next night too, and then the app packed up entirely. I was quite relieved as it had kept me awake.
The app
Oh, is that a
doing
review?
Yeah, it's like a review.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look,
I
it
found
just
on
keeps
my
doing
white
all
noise
these.
app. It has
So
pink
and
noise.
so from York, United Kingdom, just purchased a Somnox.
Oh,
Yeah, I bet that's totally tied into their actual sales. It's not just a rolling thing that happens on their website.
oh wait, hold on. This is good. Is it nice? It's more odd. This breathing baby weight. More useful in the daytime when noise issues aren't so big an issue. I don't have a cat, so use this as a substitute, sitting it on my lap with a bowl of minestrone while watching Friends. I am aware how lonely this sounds. Can we not focus on that?
I like them.
And the weight was soothing. The delicate rasp could be purring. If anything, it is slightly more affectionate than a couple of cats I could care to mention.
I don't want them to read this later and,
And
be mad
didn't
at
wake
me.
me up with a claw to the nostril. But frankly, I would take the claw or the empty bed over this witchetty grub herald of post-human dystopia. I like this guy's writing. I like it.
Yeah. 4 stars.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I think overall he gives it. Here it is: wellness or hellness. Hard no bot, 2 out of 5. That's his.
Doesn't
rating.
sound like a hard no.
Soft no. Would
Soft
you say
no.
soft
Yeah,
no?
that's a soft no right there.
This is from Rick.
He bought it because he had a
Samader.
hard no.
Rick Samader. Oh, there you go.
Well, there you go.
Thanks, Rick.
Sleep with your kidney bean.
Sleep with your baby weighted kidney bean. Would any of you try this?
I'd try
I'd
it
try it for
because
free,
there's
yeah.
got to be something to it.
If they're gonna sponsor the podcast and give us each one, yeah, I'll try.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I'll whore that thing out all day.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was thinking about a long time ago the holographic. It was essentially an Alexa, but it was a holographic waifu that would text you. I was like, I think I'd rather
Yeah.
have that than the kidney bean
I
Yeah.
remember
because
that.
at least it's holographic and it's cool.
Yeah.
What if you could combine the two?
Holographic.
Well, I
Yeah.
better be able to
Holographic
fuck
lima
it.
bean?
Holographic pillow.
Well, I guess maybe the comfort part would be gone.
You
If
hug
it
the
was-
pillow and there's a projected waifu.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the pillow itself was a projection.
Yeah, you project.
It's
That's
just
what
a
I thought.
projection of a pillow.
I
You
was
put
like,
your
where's he
arms-
going with this?
It's like the movie Ghost.
A hollow pillow.
Yeah, hollow pillow.
Oh man.
She's gone, man. She's run.
Fucking $5,000.
What if you could have a hologram of a pillow that tells you what time it is? Tells you if it's raining outside.
Text you at work. I miss you.
Yes.
It needs to go on the Christmas list for this year.
You can program it to call you daddy.
What the
Yeah.
fuck was that thing called?
Somnox.
No, not that thing. I'm thinking of the
The
holographic
holographic
waifu.
waifu.
Oh, from Archer.
Yeah, didn't a guy marry one? Didn't he marry one of his
I want to say I've seen a
Japanese
news
guy?
article about that.
yeah.
I'm just gonna type in holographic waifu into DuckDuckGo because I don't need Google recording.
Do you want to hear some of the hand-picked reviews?
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Directly from the meetsomnox.com website.
Ooh, I found it.
5
Meet
stars.
Somnox.
I met this for my father. Fantastic. I bought this for my father. He used to have sleeping problem, and
Now
his
he's
average
dead.
sleep was shit. Here, I'll click on that, and then I'll go right back.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. He used to have sleeping problem, and his average sleep was 3 hours in the evening. Now with the robot, he can sleep 6 to 8 hours sleep. The deep
I'm getting
sleep-
something. I'm getting some Chinese bot when I'm hearing this.
This is the only thing that has helped. I was a severe insomniac when going up to 7 days without sleep at my worst. With
What?
Whoa!
with
You're
Somnox,
seeing shit
I was
at that
tripping
point.
balls. Yeah.
Right?
with Somnox, I
Tried
fall
to
asleep
sleep and then
within,
Bugs Bunny showed up.
fall asleep within 30 minutes and wake up less often at night. Also, it helps me fall back asleep when I wake up in the middle of the night. Since I bought Somnox, I have had only one restless night, but I still got 6 hours. Usually I sleep between 7 and 10 hours a night now. Well, 3 people love it. Oh, we have a 1 star. We have a
Uh-oh.
1 star, but it was not hand-picked because this is like in a different kind of scrolly box here. I can't read it. It's another language. Het kussen, gift geen, verbatering, ritar en war, blieft het geld?
No way.
What
We need to
is that?
translate
yeah.
it.
What language is that?
I don't know.
Can't you translate it with Google?
I don't know. Let's
Yeah,
see. Let
just-
me right
just-
click.
Do
Copy
we know what
and
language
paste.
it is? Is it
Sounded
German?
Norwegian.
Yeah.
Search Google for this. Let's see. Maybe I can hit translate.
On a bright side, the waifu price went down. It's
Oh,
now
okay.
now just 1.6K
Oh,
There
here
you
it is.
go. That's
Here's-
half a mattress.
Here's your
and
translation.
a $15 subscription.
Oh, hell
fee.
yeah.
All right, here's your translation. The pillow gives no improvement whatsoever, therefore sent back but still not seen any money.
Oh no.
That's awesome. Translate more. Translate more. There's a 3-star down there. I
Well,
saw.
there's another 1 star. I like the 1 stars. Oh wait, I can't get it all.
What language is this one in?
Who the fuck knows? Here,
Nobody-
I'll copy that much, and then I'll paste it right here. Bam. Enter. Keyboard don't work. Don't buy this shitty wireless keyboard from Walmart. Oh, it's not doing it now. Yeah, it's not translating it for me.
Maybe it's not a real language. What does it look like?
I really couldn't tell you.
Norwegian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really have no idea.
I was thinking that he was talking about he was awake 7 days
Oh, it's
without
Dutch.
sleep. Oh, it's Dutch.
Yep.
And it reminded me of I talked about Art Bell, the radio host, Coast to Coast AM, and he had the Guinness World Records for the longest continuous broadcast. It was like he was live on the air for like, I forget how long exactly. It was like 5 or 6 days, and he didn't sleep. And he was talking about around day 3 or 4 how he's sitting in the studio, he hadn't slept, and he fucking watched Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny just walk through his fucking studio while he's sitting there talking on the air.
Oh God.
Yeah.
How many days did that take?
3.
Like 3 or 4.
3 or
yeah.
4, wow. I have the link that Patrick sent me.
Oh yeah, that's the article Nathan was just talking about.
Oh yeah,
About a
Is it the guy
Japanese man
biting an
marrying
apple?
his.
What the fuck?
virtual reality
He
anime.
was- Yeah,
He's kissing the.
Is he kissing?
marries his
It's like an
his
ice cream
waifu.
bar.
Yeah, what the fuck is he kissing? An ice cream bar with a flower on it?
Uh,
The fuck
This
is
guy's
it?
goofy bitch, man.
Oh, he's seeing whatever it is in the VR, and he's just kissing.
oh, that's
something.
like one of those mouths, those electronic mouths that you kiss. They have that in Japan.
That you put your
Ew.
dick in?
That's a real thing. I'm
Does it
sure
move
you
like a
can.
mouth?
Yeah,
Oh,
Does
that's
it
it
so
does.
creepy.
Does it move like a mouse?
Yes, it does move like a mouth. Yeah.
So what happens
Yeah.
if the anime person wants
Oh.
to get with someone else?
If you scroll down a little bit, there's
Oh,
a video
Oh,
of the wedding. It looks
Oh, yeah.
like
We need to see that.
I see the
That's
down here.
I like
Here we
that
go.
Right,
video.
yeah, yeah.
Ah.
it's on the VR.
So who's the chick that holds up the fake mouth to him? Is like, is
It's
she
like-
somebody he hired?
Maybe
or
she's
Probably.
the minister.
so like he really married her? Is that
Oh
what
my
happened?
gosh, they have like a eye protect.
That
they
means
have like
they do this a lot, right?
yeah,
I
that's
think-
exactly what that means.
I think he was trying to be like the dude from Sailor Moon.
no, I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but I think it's just a
Oh,
waifu
there's the
chapel.
lips.
Yeah, yeah, that's a robotic mouth that
This
you
is
can
our
kiss.
dystopian future.
This is weird.
Well, it's the
Oh.
future, Dave. Get used to it.
She's so beautiful. The wife, the
The waifu.
yeah, she's so
That
beautiful.
doesn't even look like good VR.
It's
Well, he's in
fine.
love with her.
It's
I mean,
just the anime. He's
you can't
yeah.
help who you love.
She trying to, like,
oh, it was
has
just a
to drop
pet
the
kiss.
knees.
For those listening, he just kissed the fake lips,
That's so weird.
Oh,
bowing
no.
and walking
Now
out.
he's walking out of an almost
Awkwardly.
empty chapel.
Look at him trying to hide his boner.
A lot of bowing.
Oh,
And
they
you
have
can pick
pictures-
from three
What?
waifus.
You can't even.
and you can't even take it home.
You can get pictures with it,
I don't get it.
and
Oh,
then they give you a body pillow that you can go home and fuck.
This is weird.
I want
Yeah,
this.
now I feel
translated.
bad. Like for this guy, he's like,
He wanted it. He paid for it.
well, right, but people want lots of things, and they're not all
They're just
legal.
like, dude.
That's a cardboard standout he's getting his picture taken with.
Look how
people
much
don't
money they're
realize.
making.
People don't realize prostitution is legal in Japan. Like, what are you doing,
Yeah.
man?
That's
Jesus
right.
Christ.
So why does he have a cardboard cutout then?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
He
get that.
wants
They
a
just rent a
picture with his
prostitute.
waifu.
We don't really have to get married. I just need you
Prostitutes-
to stand here.
Prostitutes don't fulfill him. Okay,
They do.
This is
weird.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look, these are just the birthing pains. We have to get through this phase to get to our utopian future.
This,
okay,
yeah.
sure. It ain't
Elon,
natural.
Elon told me it'll all be okay.
It's all gonna be
at some point.
okay once you marry your anime hero. or
They're cardboard
heroine.
cutouts, bro. Every one of them.
Ain't gonna talk back.
That's what you think. Look, I got to walk away with a USB drive with my wife on it. Okay,
She doesn't talk back.
she never talks.
They're
back.
corrugated
You
concubines.
don't have to buy food.
Corrugated.
Yes, table for two, please. Will you pull the let me pull the chair out for my wife and then set the USB drive on the chair.
They plug it into the chair, and there's like a hologram comes up, and you can actually have dinner with your wife. She can't
That
talk.
would
That'd
be-
be kind of cool.
That would be kind of
cool.
cool,
Yeah,
actually.
that'd be cool.
You might be talking us into getting anime waifu, Mary.
No, what if you could? What if you could virtually hang out with somebody that way?
Oh, that'd be fucking.
What if we could
brilliant
all
business
sit around
idea.
a table?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You can.
That would be badass.
Let's go to.
Facebook has a thing for
you have enough
Oculus
money.
where you can do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
And even like Daydream headsets can do that too.
That would be so
And Dave,
cool.
it's cheaper than getting a server for Atlas.
That's crazy.
Twice the fun at half the price.
Yeah. Corrugated concubine.
That's good.
Dave really wants that to be the
Oh.
title.
That sounds like a
I
title.
like it. Yeah.
As soon as he said it, he's like, this is the one.
He
Corrugated
wants it to be
concubine.
that
This is the
corrugated
Corrugated
concubine.
Man, it's fucking good.
I
That's
guess.
good.
I originally had.
There's
looks
a
like
lot of
gravy
stuff in
tastes
the
like
show
cheese.
that would be better of a title, I think.
Looks like gravy tastes like cheese. That's good too.
Yeah. I'll decide later.
Becca, I want to hear some poetry.
Okay, I might be able to help with that. This poem is called 7 Minutes from My Dojo. Everyone has seen the map. It's big enough to trick people into what would be considered as the right thing. That's probably what it will become. Endless outcomes, exposed to whatever reality is worth renting. After all, you're just an explorer who never got to see the view from the front of the castle. If you weren't fucking around, you would have had a queen.
Whoa. Becca sent a message on this one.
Yeah.
Well, I won't have enough room to play VR if I got a king. So, but somebody wants to do a bit of wheeling and dealing.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for a great podcast. Thank you, Becca, for a great poem. Thank you, Haywood Banks, for a theme song.
And make sure to follow us on Twitter, _verbal_assault_. And if you're listening on audio, once again, it's much better to watch live on mixer.com/verbal_assault_podcast or find us on the YouTubes.
If you still enjoy the audio, like and subscribe and leave a 5-star review on iTunes, wherever you get your podcast from, and support us on Patreon.
And if you
.com.
didn't enjoy the audio, well, they do it.
/verbal assault.
There you go. But if you didn't enjoy the audio or the pre-jumping of the gun of the phone number, that is 865-316-6955, you can call up and leave a voicemail, and we probably won't check it. So that's cool.
Wait, we didn't check it? Oh, we got to check it.
We did, well, so it might be too late in the game. Maybe we should wait till next week. But I noticed that we had a voicemail from my phone number.
I remember. It was
you
right
guys
after last week's episode.
Somebody get fucked up and then call the number.
Yeah, I,
So
we had something we needed to add to the previous week's episode.
Guess we'll have to save
let's
that.
save it. Let's do it at the beginning.
Well,
Do
don't
it at the
forget.
beginning next week. You'll have to remind me.
All right, then. You know what
All
that
right, then.
means? Deuces.